Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yohana's putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. But before then, Thursday, it's going down at the Durham Armory, our annual all-black party. Last year was also the Hebrew Academy graduation dinner. This year, Commander General Yohana got something special for y'all. It is going down. What's happening? A full-blown Hebrew concert featuring Shar, UPK Natazal, Kwarak Ice. This is not something you want to miss. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.
ISUPK presents the 54th annual Feast of Unleavened Bread. Last year we did it big. This year is going to be way big. More brotherhood, more sisterhood, more UPK. On Sunday, April 2nd, 2023, we're going to be at 421 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Sheraton Raleigh Hotel Ballroom. We call it all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to come join us.
Your third eye peephole, line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch is cheap.
Remember, admission to the Passover is $200 per adult. That's $200 per adult. For more information, call 919-697-8257. Call 919-697-8257.
Something about the West Coast.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Something about the West Coast. It makes me wanna ride.
Shalom, Israel. It's going down. Ooh-wee. This is the takeover. You don't want to miss out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 Shield General Muhammad will touchdown and take ground in the Yay area. That's right. January 12th through the 15th. Come through with your questions and get the counsel you need. I pray you understand. 4 glorious days, blazing heat in the mean season. You feel me? Hide your liquor and your virgins. Thursday, scripture breakdown with General Muhammad in Richmond, California, 7 to 9 p.m. PST. Friday, camp, 5th and Market in San Francisco, 1 p.m. until. That night, Tommy T's Comedy Club in Pleasanton, 9 p.m. Saturday, Sabbath service, followed by Richmond Rod and Gun Club at 11 a.m. Rufio Distillery and Great Casino in Roanoke Park, 2 to 7 p.m. Late night, Mimosa 2 till 2 a.m. Sunday is an open itinerary featuring a guided aromatic experience with Penrose Apothecary, 3 to 6 p.m. PST. Get your grown and sexy on. So there you have it. Mark your calendars. The takeover is in full effect. Shalom, Israel.
killed. Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
To man, which is a very important thing to be doing for our people, especially at a time like now. The water for that, priest. I just realized that. The water. Especially at Salakia. Start back over. I'm Officer of 1000 Awadia. This is the ISUPK law class under Commander General Yohana, of course, who been bringing this truth out since 69, man. Waking blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans up, man. Telling them who they are according to God. Letting them know that they not niggas, wetbacks, spicks, spear chuckers, and all this old other nonsense that our oppressor call us, man. We are the children of God, man. And God loves us and hates everybody else, man. Okay? The Most High loves us and hates everybody else, man. And if you're not in the ISUPK, man, you are not in the truth. You're not in the truth, man. You're not in the truth if you're not in the ISUPK. Okay? You just in some fake group doing a bunch of nothing. Actually, you just in the way. You are just in the way. And you should get out of our way so we can get the business took care of. Okay? Stop being a distraction. If you want to be in the truth and do something, you should be in here with us. Men in the truth know it's only one body. Ain't out there trying to do our own thing, individuals. Scripture say, gather ye-self together. So if you just sitting in a room doing absolutely nothing, reading the scriptures, talking junk about ISUPK, you are doing absolutely nothing. You understand? And that's exactly what, as a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going into tonight. Because a house divided against itself can't stand. If we saying we Israel and we battling one another, why don't you just do what you're supposed to do? Meaning what? Israel should be what? One body. One body. Okay? I seen some fake Israelite group. They got a group in Japan. Japan. Now, I'm not saying there's no Israelites over there in Japan, but let's be for real here. And that's what happens when you got a fake Israelite group in Japan and in Africa and all that. And that's what happens when you not in one body. Salakia, give me 1 second. I got to turn this heat off. Kill me, brother. Salakia. Yeah, and that's what happens, man. You end up with camps in Cambodia and nonsense like that. Just letting anybody join because of what? You don't want to serve the Most High. You want to serve yourself. And yourself, guess what yourself want to do? Yourself wants to make money. Make money. Let's get Psalms 10 and 4, man. Psalms 10 and 4. Yourself, you want to make money and things of that nature. Care about anything, man. You don't care about brothers, man. All right. Let's get it, because we got but a short time. Salakia about the lateness, man. We was having some issues, but we got it all worked out. And we about to jump right into this thing, man. All right. We got Psalms 10 And we're going to pick it up at 3, man. It say, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous. Salakia, I meant for Salakia. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God, will not seek after the Most High. You ever see, like, y'all remember when we read this, when Cain and Abel, and when Cain bought the Most High his gift to the Lord, and then when he saw the Lord didn't really like it, his countenance was low, like, his spirit dropped, right? And here it say, through the pride of his countenance. Why is it saying through the pride of his countenance? What does that mean? It's like, not why is it saying, but what does that mean when it say through the pride of his countenance? He proud. This is a proud brother, proud somebody. They sticking their chest out and they being boastful. And he's saying, you know what? Look at me. Look at how great I am. Look at me. I sent a rocket ship to the moon. Look at what I did. Look at how I destroyed people. Look at how I conquer. He don't use a word. Your oppressor wouldn't use a word like destroy. He would use a word. He would say conquer. He conquered the people. Okay. It says the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. And he don't care about the Most High. In fact, he thinks he's just as powerful as the Most High. He thinks he is the Most High. At least he'll tell that to you. How do he tell you that he's the Most High? How does he do that? We just read it yesterday. Through what? When it said they spew out a mist. What we read in Revelations 12 yesterday. Through his propaganda, man. Through his propaganda, doing what? Telling you Christ is a oppressor. Think about a baby in the ghetto. I don't know about y'all, but when I was younger and I used to play, I wanted to be Superman, who is an oppressor, Batman, who was an oppressor. I also was getting taught that Christ was an oppressor. Think about what that does to the mentality of a young child, man. Think about how a young child would look at their oppressor and look at themselves. You see what I'm saying? Think about the pedestal that you put your oppressor on. And it's not, and this is the thing, right? It's not a coincidence that is going on. He not seeking after the Most High and doing what's right. Because of what? If he was seeking after the Most High, what would he do? He would say, you know what? Okay. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, y'all are the real children of Israel. Y'all the real children of Israel. And it's time for y'all to start going back to the Lord. Everything is messed up. We was in charge. We messed everything up. Everything messed up. The air messed up. The water messed up. The ozone layer messed up. Everything is messed. Everything is out of whack. As the scriptures say, the whole earth is out of whack. Because we not in our rulership. Paraphrasing, of course. The whole earth is out of whack because we not in our rulership. And if he was seeking after the Most High, he would change it. He would say, you know what? taking shrimp, crab, and lobster out of the water messes the water up. Let me stop doing this so we could try to clean the water up. He won't do it because it's profitable to him. What does he care more about? He cares more about money. As they say, he cares about that bottom line. He wants to make that money. He ain't caring about the ocean being, about the water being destroyed, the ocean being destroyed. He don't care nothing about none of that. Okay? He don't give a damn about none of that stuff. All he care about is, can he make some money? Like we brought out the other day, man. He knows that two people, that a male and a male or a woman and a woman having sex cannot reproduce children, cannot populate the earth. But he does not care about that. It's beneficial to him as far as he is concerned. Why? Because he uses us. He pushes that agenda, and he pushes it on us. He's that way by nature. But to destroy and conquer a people, he pushes that on us. Okay? It say the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. It says the Most High is not in his thoughts. God is not in his thoughts at all. He don't consider the Most High when he make a decision. You know, that's how we move like that. We move like before we take a step, we thinking about the Most High, making sure it's the right thing to do according to the Most High. Like, we not thinking anything about ourselves. We move according to what's right to the Most High. He moved according to what makes him feel good, what makes him happy in the moment. He doesn't think long term. Or maybe Salakia. Maybe he do, especially when it comes to destroying us. Because it seems like that's his long-term goal. To do whatever he can to destroy us. Okay? Verse 5. And it reads, I'm trying to get through this, y'all, because Salakia about to late start. So I'm going to try to condense all of this into the little bit of time we got. So just bear with me. It says, his ways are always grievous. That's something. That is something that's heavy, because think about this, man. Think about every year about the 1st of November. You got two of your oppressors' biggest so-called holidays. We talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. These the two right here for your oppressor. It is grievous. You know what? Imagine a man, right? Imagine a man or a family, right? And it's December 15th. They don't have a tree or no presents. And think about what Christmas would mean to somebody in the world. Think about all the Christmas songs you hear. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Sleigh bells ringing, Jingle Bell Rock, 12 nights or days or whatever the hell that is on Christmas. Your true love gave to you. And you sitting there without a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Think about how that would make you. Think about how that would make you feel. Think about how that would make the woman feel. Think about how it makes the kids feel. Think about the tension and the stress that's in the house, man. That Christmas destroys families. That Thanksgiving destroys families. How does it, and it destroys families, why? Because it's not of the Most High. Because it's not of the Most High. And that's how it destroys families, man. You don't see no family break up over Passover. Okay? Oh, we got Purim coming up. You don't see a family breaking up over Purim. The Feast of Dedications. The Most High does not break up and destroy families. His holy days is genuinely about bringing families together. Genuinely. Okay? It's genuinely about that. They don't teach you how to be individuals, so to speak. If you don't got no lamb at your house, it's a brother out there with plenty of lamb, and he gonna say, come on in. You come have some, you and your family come have some lamb with us. Okay? How we do it in the UPK, everybody, we all going to Raleigh, North Carolina, and every brother will be there. We all gonna be there. And we all gonna make sure that the next brother get there. We all gonna make sure the next brother get there, man. Because we are one body in here, man. And that's how we gonna do it. Your Christmas? Nah, Christmas ain't one body, man. You ain't got no presents under that tree. You damn near can kiss your family goodbye. You kiss your family goodbye, man. His laws are grievous, man. They put a burden on you. Okay, they put a burden on you. All right? Reading on. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He puffeth at them. His judgments are out of his sight, and he puffeth at his enemies, man. Meaning, I don't know about y'all, but like, I've been to places like Cincinnati. I'm just going to use these two as an example. Cincinnati and Jackson, Michigan, right? I seen the oppressor people go in front of the judge and get off on probation. We actually, you know what? Salakia, and forgive me for that. We see it all the time everywhere. We see it all the time everywhere. Your oppressor, they get slaps on the wrist for their misconduct. You and I, we get the harshest punishments ever. I seen the so-called oppressor do this to a brother in the courtroom. He said, you know what? Your guidelines is blah, 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 blah. He said, I'm going to exceed those guidelines. Appeal it if you want, and just appeal it if you want. That's simple. The stroke of a pen, man. Exceeded the guidelines and locked the brother up for something the brother should have got probation for. For something the brother should have got probation for, he got sent to prison. His judgments, man. His judgments. Okay? And as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. What does it mean when it say he puffeth at them? He puffeth at all his enemies. Meaning, this just another way to say it, just to kind of just put it in, make it plain. His enemies does not matter to him. He not worried about his enemies. What the hell is he worried about his enemies for? They used to say back in the day that they thought the sun wouldn't set on England or Rome. So, like, I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any questions. Said the sun would not set on Rome, man. They thought the Roman Empire would never fall. They thought Alexander was the greatest thing walking. Like, they thought the Greek Empire would never fall. Now here to this kingdom. They think it's the greatest thing. They think it'll never fall. Guess what? Greek fell, Rome fell, and you seeing this country crumble right before your very eyes. But to him, to your oppressor what? Can't nobody, he think he can right the ship. That's how arrogant he is. He feel like he can right this ship. So, like, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I don't have any questions on Facebook. Yeah, he think he can right this ship, and it's over. He ain't thinking about what the Most High God have in store for him. He not thinking about and considering that it's the Most High bringing him down. He not in control of any of this. Yeah, he not in control of any of this. But the Most High definitely is. And the Most High is definitely bringing him down. Okay? Give me 1 second here. And the Most High is definitely bringing him down. So he puffeth at them. He look at them like, what can y'all do against me? I'm the such and such and so and so. What can you do against me? Verse 6. It say, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved. Which is what I just said. I shall not be moved. Nobody can come up against me. For I should never be in adversity. And he is in adversity right this second. This adversity. See, a lot of people, let's just touch Russia and Ukraine very, very, very quickly. You look at that and everybody just think Russia and Ukraine, right? But you have to look at who's really backing, who's behind Ukraine to understand what's really going on. They supplying them with weapons, manpower, tanks, whatever he need. It ain't just Russia and Ukraine. It ain't just them. This is bigger than that. This is something big that's going on, okay? It's bigger than Russia and Ukraine. All right? It's very much so bigger than that. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this. Salakia. I done lost myself right quick. Okay, I'm back. So don't never just think that, okay? I'll never be in adversity. He thinks that his kingdom will never fall, man. Thinks that his kingdom will never fall. But his kingdom has to fall. Let me ask you this. Why does your oppressor kingdom have to fall? Why does your oppressor kingdom have to fall? Your kingdom has to fall because it's the only way blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it's the only way we can actually be free. In this kingdom, your oppressor would push the alternate lifestyle. He would push that on us until every single one of us accepted an alternate lifestyle, until we said it was okay, we're not going to talk about it no more. If this kingdom doesn't fall, your oppressor would push drugs on blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans until we never said anything about it and every last one of us was getting high. He would do it. It's already what he's trying to do. It's already getting done. Marijuana, we just didn't start. It's an old tactic. It's an old trick. Going all the way back to Egypt. Marijuana, using marijuana on blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, it's not new. It's not something that just happened inside of this kingdom. The Egyptians did the same exact thing. And what we're going to find out the more that we study is what? Which is why it's important for blacks and Hispanics to start coming to class and getting in class and watching classes online and learning. Because we're going to find out what happened in Egypt and what's happening to us over here. It is so much of the same exact thing, man. It's so much of the same exact thing. The same thing that they did to us over there is the same thing they doing to us here. Oh, and not just Egypt. Look at the Greek captivity. All of these things are the same, man. This is a handbook that is laid out by your oppressor on how to do the people of the Lord. They've been trying to destroy us for centuries. And here it is, we still here, man. Which is one of the reasons why they had to take our identity from us. So I ain't gonna go on about this too far. Get right back to the topic. But this is one of the reasons they had to take our identities from us, because what? If we know who we are, then what? We'll know how to conduct ourselves. We'll know how to behave, man. Our sisters wouldn't be out there half naked twerking. Our men wouldn't be encouraging them to do it. The strip club would be empty, man. You ain't upside down on no poles and all that. It'll be empty. Y'all saw the ridiculousness when COVID, everything shut down. The strippers was doing like a little drive-through strip service. Just a little drive-through strip service, man. You just come through and throw your money and they were still on the handstand. But if they knew that they was daughters of Zion, if they knew that they was princesses of the Lord, man, you think they would have been doing that? You think they would have been on the handstand with the drive-through? You think they'd be in the strip club, man? Think they'd be all on, face talk, twerking and all of that stuff? Think they'd be doing all of that? Nah, they wouldn't, man. They wouldn't, because knowing who you are creates a different mindset. Knowing who you are make you take a different type of action. But when you don't know who you are, you do what? You take on the identity of the people that rule over you. So the white, your oppressor, loves strippers and prostitution. So for the women that don't know who they are, what makes our job so important, man. That makes our job so important, man. There is no more important job than what we do in here in the ISUPK. There's no job more important, man. Because no woman, knowing who she is, would conduct herself in that manner. No man, knowing who he is, would encourage a woman to conduct herself in that manner. No brother, knowing who he is, he's not going to sell his other brother. He's not going to sell his brother drugs. Why would he do such a thing? He looking at him differently. He ain't looking at him. Imagine this, right? People in the world, when they look at each other as I don't know whether I can say this, so I'm just going to say ninja. When they look at each other as ninjas, right? They'll sell their ninja some drugs. They'll beat their ninja up. They'll do all different kind of things to their ninja. But imagine if we looked at each other as brothers. You see the difference in the approach we would take at how we deal with one another? We're not looking at each other as ninjas. We looking at each other as brothers and sisters. It changes your thought process. So it changes your attitude. So it changes your approach. Now, everything about you is different, man. You walking in a whole different spirit and vibe and things of that nature. Everything about you is different and it's changed. All behind knowing who you are. Your identity, man. The fact that your oppressor took that away from you is how he destroyed you. Okay? How he destroyed you. All right, we're going to jump down to Psalms 10 and 9. We're jumping down to 9, y'all. Try to get through this. We got about 30 minutes or so. Again, Salakia. We jumping down to 9. I just had to get that out too. I was trying to get all this stuff into the class, but of course, let's ride. Verse 9. It says, He lieth and waits secretly as a lion in a den. He lieth and wait to catch the poor. So imagine a deer. Or a gazelle. A gazelle. Now a lion in the cut, he just chilling. The gazelle coming, and the gazelle just coming, he just eating grass, and he walked past the lion den because he don't see the lion. But the lion see the gazelle the whole time. This is how your oppressor lay and wait on you. Okay? He wait on you secretly, like a lion in the den, to pounce on you. And it says, He doeth catcheth the poor when he draweth him into his net. What is his net? His net is weed. His net is our love for hoes, like we just went over. His net is our love for him. You say, well, how is his net our love for him? Because if we continue to love him, guess who we'll never love? We'll never love each other, man. because we're so busy giving our love to somebody who doesn't want it, who doesn't deserve it. What has your oppressor ever done to deserve your love? Yet we work so hard to give it to him. And he doesn't even want it. Dylan Roof said he didn't want no forgiveness. He ain't asking for no forgiveness. He glad he done what he did. And if he could, he would have did it again. You know what the arresting officers did to him? They took him to Burger King or McDonald's or wherever the hell they took him to. They stopped and got a number one on the way with cheese on the way back. We get shot. We get shot with our hands up in the air. He got a gun, murdered all of these people, and said he ain't want forgiveness, and he got a double Whopper with cheese. Large size. That's his net, man. Christianity. For Christianity, forget about it, man. Forget about it. That's the largest net that he has. It's the largest net that he has. All these stumbling blocks that's put in front of us, man. All these things that we have to overcome to try to get into the truth. Everything dressed up and looking nice. Man, it's a lucky if I'm hammering on this too much, but that Christmas, without the truth, that Christmas looked like the most spectacular thing ever. You don't realize you are worshiping Satan. What about it looks like you worshiping Satan? Nothing. It looks marvelous. Reindeers and the reindeer games and Rudolph leading the sleigh. It looks spectacular. But you are literally worshiping Satan. You're literally worshiping Satan. That's how he draw you into his net. All of these things that you get caught up into is a part of his net, man. And we what? And we have to do a better job at what? A better job at what? Fighting through this. Fighting through this. Let's get Lamentations 3:10. Lamentations 3:10, man. Because your oppressor, man, your oppressor is I don't think we understand as a people, like, how really diabolical our oppressor is. He looks so anybody ever seen the Ten Commandments? The old school Ten Commandments. I don't know whether it's a new school Ten Commandments. I'm talking about the old school Ten Commandments, man. You see that, or Ben-Hur. I'm kind of giving away my age a little bit there, but y'all, you understand what I'm saying? You look at those movies, man, and what was forget about it. Passion of Christ. Forget about it, man. Good night. Y'all looked at that. Y'all probably cried watching the Passion of Christ, man. probably cried looking at the Passion of Christ, not realizing your oppressor is diabolical. He is a psychopath, a sociopath, bloodlust person. How can I sit up here and say that? I'll tell you how. Where has he ever gone where it's been peace? There's not peace here. It's not peace wherever he's at. There's no peace. It's peace before he get there and war when he comes. That's everywhere he's ever been. There's peace there before he gets there, and then war when he comes. Why is that? Because he ain't the Passion of Christ like you see on TV. So that's not him. He's not the 10 Commandments. That's not him. The real him is coming to murder anything that gets in the way of him pushing whatever agenda he has. The real him, go ask the Native Americans about the smallpox that he put in their blankets when they was doing trades. That's the real him. The real him, think about the Iranian-Contras as he flooded black and Hispanic neighborhoods with drugs to fund a war. And then they turned and did a war on drugs on blacks and Hispanics and packed the prisons with them. That's the real him. That's him. That ain't Passion of Christ. That's an enemy swifter than a goddamn eagle right there, man. Think about all the abortions that Planned Parenthood and Margaret Sanger. Think about those things, man. That ain't been her and the Passion of Christ. That ain't that. That ain't snowman sweaters. That's not that, man. That is somebody who is diabolical and wants nothing but to wipe you from the face of the earth, man. But because of movies like The Passion of Christ and the 10 Commandments, you don't even consider him to be, you consider him to be harmless. Because in your mind, you relate him to Christ. You relate him to Christ. So to you, he's harmless. And look how puny and weak he is. And if you wanted to, you probably backhand him across the goddamn room somewhere. It's like I just got to check right quick and make sure we don't have any questions. But no questions on YouTube. Cool, no sweat. Oh, Salaki, I got to check Jackson to make sure we don't have any questions on there. Salaki about that, y'all. But yeah, we just have to be a little bit more mindful of what it is that we dealing with, man. That's why this work that we do is so important, man. It's so important because without us doing this work, man, we would fall to our oppressor, man. We would fall to our oppressor without us doing this work, man. Without us going on them street corners we would fall to our oppressor, man. That's why it's so important. So like, give me 1 second here. I'm messing up. That's why it's so important for us to go out there and speak this truth, man, and get this truth out there, man. Hold that, man. Hold what I just said. We was at Lamentations 10. Lamentations 3 and 10. All right. Let's get it. Matter of fact, let's just get it. Try to condense all this into one. It said he was Salakia. Matter of fact, nah. Hold that. And let's get Proverbs 3 and 31. And this is part of how we overcome all of those things. This is how we overcome all of those things. This is how we overcome the love of our oppressor. It's how we overcome being wooed or rocked to sleep by things like the passion of Christ. I know brothers and sisters who just couldn't believe what they were seeing. They couldn't believe they would do Christ like that. Proverbs 3 and 31 reads, envy not thou oppressor. Don't be envious of the things that you see in this world. Especially, that's why I say envy not thou oppressor. Envy not thou oppressor. Don't look at him as the standard of everything. When you think about Christ, don't think about him being Christ. Because then what is that leading you to? That's leading you to what? Now you start looking at the things in the world that he does. He enjoys getting high. So you get high. He enjoys having sex with prostitutes and same-sex alternative lifestyles. So then you enjoy prostitutes and alternative lifestyles. Envy not the oppressor, man. Don't be envious of his lifestyle. In fact, what you should do is you should completely disassociate with his lifestyle. Why should we disassociate with your oppressor lifestyle? Because it leads to your destruction. It leads to your destruction. You can't do what your oppressor do. Your oppressor is fine to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, or pork or swine. They've done it for years. Thousands of years. And for thousands of years, going all the way back to the Greek time, they always tried to force it on who? You. Because they know it was what? An abomination for you to eat it. And now you look at today, we freely eat it. We freely eat it. Because we do what? We try to imitate our oppressor. Because what? We don't know who we are. We don't have a clue as to who we are. We don't have a clue as to what it is that we're supposed to be doing. Well, today, you're getting it cleared up. You should not be eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. And of course, I said today, but of course, we know, again, the ISUPK, we've been doing this since 1969 under Commander General Yohana. Okay, we've been doing this since 1969. So even though I said today, keep in mind, we've been doing this since 1969. Make no mistake about it. It's not a literal today. It's not literal. Okay? It's like you just had to clear that up right quick. Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Choose none of his ways. Don't choose some of his ways. Don't say, okay, I ain't gonna celebrate Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna celebrate Christmas for the kids. Or I'm gonna celebrate Halloween for the kids. This is for the kids because they like going trunk or treat and getting candy and all that other nonsense and garbage, man. All that other stupidity stuff, man. Fentanyl all over the goddamn place, and you gonna take your kids to go get some candy out the trunk of some stranger. Nah, man. Not me. I want your kids to have some candy. Take them to Walmart and go get the kids some goddamn candy. They ain't gotta dress up in a costume for candy. That's just stupid. You ain't doing it for the kids. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. That's why you're doing it. You're not doing it for the kids. Stop lying to yourself and lying to your kids. Choose none of your oppressor ways, man. Stay away from all of it. Why? Because you have your ways. Your ways is the way that the Most High tell you to live. Let your oppressor have all of the things that he has. Let him celebrate his holidays. Let him have a blast. Let them have the alphabet day. Let him have that stuff. The what do they call it? The slut walk or slut march or whatever the hell they call that nonsense. Let them have that. Let them have their hash bash. Let them have the Mother's Day and Father. Let them have all of that nonsense that they do, man. Let them enjoy it. You don't see their kingdom crumbling before your eyes? Let them enjoy the last of their kingdom. Let them do it. Your kingdom is on the way. But the only way you get that is by following the law, statutes, and commandment. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:1, man. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:1. Because this is the only way that you're going to inherit the kingdom. Your oppressor, he cares nothing about inheriting the kingdom because he knows it's not for him. For all of our life, living inside of this kingdom, we seen our oppressor do what? Puff up. He thought he said the sun would never set. How many times have you heard this phrase? This is the most richest and greatest kingdom ever. How many times have you heard that throughout your life? And now you hear witness. And now you here witnessing it crumble right before your eyes. Your oppressor said that'll never happen. They got people that watch other countries and see what's going on, and they'll say, okay, in 15 years, this country will be here. They're going to crumble at this point. At this stage right here, they got this country, and it'll crumble in 5 years if they keep going about it this way, or if we conduct ourselves in that way. Well, nobody ever did it for them, because they sure didn't see this coming. Okay? Deuteronomy 28:1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So it said, if thou shalt hearken diligently. Meaning what? Simple. Listen. Be obedient. Just listen and be obedient. You don't have to do a ton of things, a ton of thinking on your own. The Bible and the Most High is like an easy button to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans what to do. So you don't have a situation where we making hoes out of our women, because we doing what? Once we lay with that woman, we do what? We keep her. We keep her forever. And that is a beautiful thing, man. That is a beautiful thing. That is the best way to have it. Versus your oppressor way, as soon as she get mad, divorce, she on to the next one. As soon as she get mad, as soon as y'all disagree and can't come to an agreement, it's a divorce. As soon as he get mad, as soon as somebody get mad, well, with the Lord, you got to work that thing out, man. Whatever it is you're going through, you get the chance to work it out, man. And you know what that does? That strengthens your relationship. It makes it stronger, man. Because it teaches y'all how to work together. Versus, it's my way this way or it's my way that way. Y'all ain't at a war, a tug of war with one another. My way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Y'all not at a tug of war with each other. Y'all work that thing out, whatever it is y'all go through, man. And it's better because it makes your relationship stronger. Of course, the man is going to be the head of, that's his job. But maybe just because you the head, and this is the beauty of it. Within that, sometimes, your woman might just have a better idea. Your man just got to be of the Most High and understand that and understand how to put that into action. Of course, I'm a man, so I'm going to say most of the time we got the right idea just because I'm a man. So we right all the time. Salakia, of course I'm kidding, sisters. But anyway, that's just the beauty, man, of being in the Most High. So if we hearken diligently to the word of the Most High, man, reading on, Salakia, to the voice of to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. And he gonna put us on high. Like I said earlier, the whole earth is out of work. Look at Look at what the earth is going through. Look at what take it off the earth. Look at what your neighborhood is going through. Your neighborhood is going through that because we not on high. Y'all do know and understand that the ghettos is something that is deliberately created. It's not something that just happened. It's something that's created by your oppressor. Because he on top and we not, because we did not hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord our God. We chose to follow the other nations and do what they wanted to do. We wanted to put ham hocks in our greens. Turkey wings wasn't good enough. We had to put ham hocks in there. Ham hocks and black eyed peas. We couldn't just put smoked turkey in there. That wasn't good enough for us. And pork chops smelled good cooking, frying in that skillet. We just couldn't say no to that. Christmas was looking, Easter was looking, everybody was so decked out on Easter Sunday. Woo! Brothers in gaiters and all kind of things. Looking sharp as a tack. We couldn't get past those things. We couldn't say no to that. Weed smells so great. We had to hit it. Don't pass that by me. Hold on, let me see what that's talking about right there. We couldn't say no to those things, man. We chose not to hearken diligently unto the Lord our God, and that's why we're in the condition that we're in. Verse 2, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. And all the blessings will come, meaning obedience. Again, obedience. It said the blessings is going to overtake you. This is why it's so important that this is how we get the kingdom. This is how we get a 360 from what we see. It's gonna be like a 720. You get what I'm saying? From where we at now. You get what I'm saying? A 720. Understand that. From doing what? From being obedient. Don't continue to follow your oppressor, because what's going to happen? You're going to get put unalive with your oppressor. I just unalive. You understand what I'm saying? I be trying to watch. They got so many censors and things you can't say, and you have to watch what you say. Bear with me. Just bear with me. You're going to get put unalive. It's that simple. Because Christ is not coming to do what he did already once he came. It's a whole different ball game when he come back. It's a whole different ball game. It's not the same thing. It's judgment time within the earth. You don't get to say, oh man, now let me get it right. It's too late at that point. It's too late. You don't want to be that person that waited too late. Not even it's not the last minute. It's the too late. It's over. Put to death. Salakia. Put to unalive. Okay? Put to unalive. Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee, Salakia, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. If you just should listen, like really, ask yourself this: is it that hard? Is it that hard for you not to eat pork chops? Preferably me, I like turkey chops. They taste better to me. I'm just talking about in the world me. I like turkey chops better. I don't even think I was eating pork at that time anyway. But turkey chops, they're better to me. It wasn't that hard for me not to give up pork. You always like, and that's the thing, man. You don't have to do it all in 1 hour. Some people can, some people can't. But what you want to do is you want to have a starting point. Start with something just as simple as just stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, and pork, and tuna fish. See, a lot of y'all, some of y'all like, huh? Tuna fish unlawful? Yeah, tuna fish is unlawful. Let's just start right there. Give yourself a starting point, man. Something that these are some things that you can do right now. You can walk right in your kitchen right now, throw all the pork away, throw all the shrimp, crab, and lobster away, the tuna fish. You can throw all that stuff away. That's something you can do right this second. Give yourself a starting point, man. Don't look at it and say, oh man, that's gonna be hard to do. I got to give up this and I got to. Don't look at it like that. Look at it and say, I'm gonna start right here. When you're looking at it like that, like, oh man, that is Satan. That is Satan. Slacky, before I go and close out the class, let me do one last online check to see if I got any questions. Do my best to answer them. All right. No questions online. And with that, I'm going to say shalom, Israel.